All right. Hello, welcome to session two of. Oh, wait, I was supposed to do the intro. Sorry. Welcome to session two of The House That No One Built. The banality was strong tonight. Totally. There's something in the forces that tried to intervene in this particular session. But the show must go on. The show will happen. We made it so. It shall happen. No one can stop
Thank
us.
God.
Alright, so we are live now, and of course, how do we go about this? Do we give a bit of a recap, a short recap of what happened in the previous pilot episode? So I'll just give the floor now to our lovely storyteller for the night, Tubi, who will give us a little peek to lead us up to where we are now in this lovely campaign. Have
Not
the
a
floor.
problem. Hello. So, am I coming in clear? I hope I'm coming in clear. There's no one to check. Um,
Yes.
I'm Toby, and we are running our second episode of the 6 episode series, mini series, The
Woo!
House That No One Built.
Woo!
Um, as of last episode, our three main characters found themselves learning about a past which they did not know about. Santi was hoping to find a job as a bartender when um, a long lost pet cat started appearing and talking, which was in some ways interfering with his attempts to get a job. At the same time, um, Santi's well, it's not adoptive, right? So it's orphan brother. Is that the best word for it?
Yeah, we're all
Santi's
found
brother
family.
Flynn was looking for
Yeah.
trouble because he finds joy in fighting in these fight clubs. When he finds an old flame Cecily visiting him and offering him some companionship. This leads, however, to an encounter with some jerks on the street, and through an exchange of threats, it was supposed to be the end of it. Nair, on the other hand, was at the basement, hacking away as usual as a means of making money. When Nair encounters the client's target was actually in a possible situation of danger, given the other person had purchased a gun and 3 rolls of duct tape. Nair's further investigations revealed that Santi was actually talking to the same person, and in a moment of worry, tried to reach out to the sibling. But then, strange things happen as the cat helps Santi awaken to Santi's changeling truth. And Nair, witnessing the transformation, also awakens. And while the two go through a moment of realizing their more fantastic life, Flynn gets hit by a car.
Alin gets gets it by
Because the goons that he had threatened earlier had decided to try to hit him with a car. And this leads to his own awakening to his changeling self as the Bloody Lord re-emerges in the city, tearing the man's arm off before he
What?
realizes that he might have bitten more than he can chew. And to
Yeah.
close last session, we had a stranger somewhere else sensing the return of the Bloody Lord. And this will all be further explained in today's session.
Woo!
This was not scripted, by the way, so pardon the messiness of explaining the backstory.
No, it was beautiful. It was straightforward. I love it.
Okay, so shall we begin?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Um, all players, any questions about your characters before we continue?
I never got to ask it because I was sick.
Nope.
But
All good?
None on this end.
yeah. I know I'm muted.
All right.
Done, ma?
So
Oh wait, I'm muted. Sorry.
we will start. Denma, sorry, I did not hear if you responded. You were muted.
Oh my bad. Sorry. I was gonna. No, I just realized I was sick. I didn't get to ask it, so I will just save it for another time. It's okay. We can do it for another session. It's a character-related question. We can do it later.
Oh, okay. But or you could send it privately, and I can sneak in the answer during play.
Yay! Okay, thank you.
Our scene opens with Flynn
Yes.
You open your eyes to find the white walls of a hospital room. Not too far away, there is a curtain that's closed. You see hints of sunlight that are struggling to go against the blinds, but the room has obviously been kept darker for you to feel more relaxed. Not too far away, you could hear the muffled voices of people beyond the door, the occasional intercom of the hospital staff. It's another day as normal at the hospital. You do not, however, have a clear recollection of how you got here. Your last memory is still of the arm that you had torn off from that person with your mouth. Your hands raised to the sky. The name Bloody Lord on your lips. But right now, even all of that feels very faint. What do you do?
Um, Flynn is going to like shake his head slightly to try and like wake himself up, but he's going to immediately remember that last night he was with Cecily, so he immediately starts looking around him to see if she's around.
You try to get up from the bed and you feel the intense um, pressure that is on your body. You realize as you look down that there are actually straps holding you down on the bed,
Oh shit.
but most of your body is currently covered in a blanket. There's a nearby IV line. You could see the bottle, the dextrose bottle. Um, it is not the plain white, translucent water. So there must be some sort of meds that are being fed into your system right now. Worst of all, um, you see by the bed, the bedside, the small desk beside your bed. You see your cell phone there, and occasionally you hear it um, vibrating against the table, but you can't seem to get your arms out of the bed to reach for it. You are strapped down.
Flynn's immediate reaction is to struggle, and like he's just gonna just struggle back around in the blanket.
You try to move, you feel the strain against your body. You are now starting to realize that yes, there is an underlying current of pain that is currently being numbed by the medication on you. And as you um, realize if you keep struggling, you might hurt yourself more than break free. If this were a TV show, we cut to a wide shot of you in the room and we see at the bottom, text appearing that says 48 hours. We cut to our two other players. But yes, it has been 2 nights since your last scene. Santi and Nair,
Fine. Hey yo, wait, what? Sorry, okay. I'm just
it has been 2 days since
thinking.
the events of the last session.
Oh my god. Okay.
And in the last 2 days, the two of you have been um, overwhelmed by the immensity of the changes that had happened. After witnessing your brother on the hacked CCTV camera literally sever some guy's arm with his bare mouth, the
Jeez.
two of you were um, assaulted with a surge of memories of a life that you barely remember. Neither of you have remembrance as a background, is that correct?
That's correct. Hold on. Uh, remembrance. Background. Background. No, fuck.
Nope.
Sorry.
So what happens to the two of you is almost like you binged a whole series on Netflix for 2 nights. But then as you finally finish the series, you stare at each other and realize how much time has passed.
Like, oh my god.
You've gone through a moment where your characters reawoke to their memories, but sadly, without remembrance, these memories faded away fleetingly again. and um, the two of you found yourselves having to eat, having to, there's that sudden, oh my god, how long were we just sitting here? You fed the body, you washed up, and all this and that, and it took you both the next few hours to realize the changes that have happened. You may, if you want, you can have a short moment of role playing this. We're in maybe one of you showered, and then when you stepped out, the other one sees the other and realizes they now look different because of your changeling forms. Or we could just refer to that in flashback also if you prefer, given it's a one shot. It's a quick game session for today.
I would, I would say like the immediate gut instinct of Sandy is like he remember like the call with Flint.
That will be the trigger that leads to our scene of you
Oh,
joining him.
okay.
But just before we get to that, is there anything you want to explore?
Um, I guess it's like he would go through the usual routine of like, he has to get up at 5 in the morning. Like it's like it's
Mhm.
clockwork. He would sleep at 2 or 3 a.m., wake up at 5, get to work, and then like putting on his shirt for like the care
Mhm.
service that he works for. The toothbrush still halfway in his mouth, and then he would like check on Slate to make sure there's at least food or at least a presence of breakfast. Like he has a routine in his
Mhm.
head, and then something's
Oh,
amiss. Yeah, that's when he starts to
yes.
realize
Yes.
like, wait, he kind of slowly walks because like, it feels like because like he does the humdrum of doing things like day in day out. This is his routine, and then
Mhm.
wait, pause. Dun, dun, dun.
And not to mention the glance at phone and seeing the 15 messages. Where are you? Why aren't you coming to work? It's been 2 days.
Oh my god. that
And while you're
That is a horror
while
story.
that
you're
is a
going through
horror
that, Nair,
story.
how about your character?
I suppose it would be more of um um how to say in English. Um you know how when you're
Oh
overly
my god.
you're too busy thinking about all this and then you accidentally forget to sleep for 2 days?
Mhm. Mhm.
It's like that, except instead of just like a day passing by, it's more of he's in the corner, just huddled, just
Mhm.
trying to piece together what the hell is going on. And he's in the basement, in one of the corners that is hard to see from the door. So
Mhm.
if San decided to stick his head in or tap on the door, uh he wouldn't really be able to like spot him right away. It's like something he just doesn't want to share with his brother. He doesn't want to add stress to his brother.
Adding to your stress, however, is the fact that despite you've been staying in the basement, you are far from alone. There is the young boy that is staring at you from the opposite end of the basement, also like you, hugging his legs and staring at you.
I'm
The young boy
hallucinating,
who
aren't I?
occasionally looks translucent when you stare through him.
As a young boy, which I probably would have tried to make contact with, like talk to them, but I don't think we're yeah attempt with doing. I mean, definitely attempt to like talk to them, or like just a little bit, just to be like I'm probably hallucinating.
The boy stares at you as you say what? And for all the viewers, because Slate is a slua, assume everything Nair says in character is a whisper.
I
Yeah.
can whisper it to
Yes.
you
Yes.
in like a really soft whisper.
The
You're
boy stares at
probably
you. Yeah, go on, sorry.
you're probably just another. Ah, boy. Seeing things again. Oh,
So you really can see me. the boy mutters from across the room.
He
I wasn't just
freezes.
imagining it.
I could, I could, I could see and understand you.
The boy
What are
slowly
you?
stands up. Oh
Slate back.
God,
Slate tries to
you
back
can
away.
see me. The boy starts approaching you, then stops. You're 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 not one of those, are you? You're not one of those that's gonna drag me back into the shadows and stuff.
What are those things? I don't know. I just started seeing you yesterday. Or how long has it been?
Um, around 2 days. You and your brother have been, well, you've been doing a lot actually, and it's almost as if suddenly you both just suddenly forgot what you've been doing. Then there's the cat, which you both keep talking to.
The, the cat.
The cat.
The cat.
My name's Eli. What's yours?
Slate. Nice to meet you. I guess. Um,
When
um,
you guys moved in here, I wasn't sure how to feel about it. But you seem to all mind your own business, so I just did the same.
Wait, were you the one? No, you could have been the noise on the stairs some long time ago. Oh man, I can't remember that much anymore.
Eli scratches his head. Yeah, I think that was me. You
Yeah,
know,
Jesus out of me.
well, this used to be my house.
Oh, mm, they didn't say anything about living here
Well,
when we moved
that
in.
was that was quite a while ago.
Yeah,
Eli
I
looks at
guess.
you and he walks up straight to you. Gingerly offers a hand as if to parang help you get up.
Oh, Slate would probably think it's like he's trying to shake his hand, so it's like, um, yet we would attempt to shake the boy's hand, but can he touch a ghost?
Your hand passes through. And
Mhm.
as it passes through, Eli also reacts as if there was a moment he was expecting. When you withdraw your hand in tension, Eli looks at you and mutters, "Oh darn, you're not one of us."
What are you again?
Eli looks at you. Like I said, this was my house, but I died quite some time ago.
Oh shit! I'm
Eli
seeing
smiles.
ghosts.
Well, look at it this way. I'm finally seen. Eli offers a smile as if, at least your change is helping him.
Not being ghosted, I presume. He
I don't
tries for
know what
humor.
that I don't know what that means.
Uh oh, it's like when you receive a text and you look at it but don't reply.
Um a text? Eli stares at you.
Are you familiar with mail? Like exchanging letters?
Of course, we've
So,
always exchanged letters with our loved ones from afar. How else will we stay in touch?
oh, he brings out his phone because wait, yay, tech is very, very safe. And he shows him the phone. Oh well, these are new now.
Is that a
You can.
calculator?
I mean, you can use it for calculating. It does have that program. I can use it for calculating numbers. I can also use it for like messaging people, so sending people mail. But it's just through this small thing.
The
I
boy
can also
looks at
take
you.
pictures.
He stares at you with his widening eyes as you talk about the cell phone's abilities. And he mutters the weirdest thing you've ever heard from someone who looks like he's a 9-year-old boy. You kids say a lot of weird things.
Say, but what if I can prove it?
He offers a smile, eager to see what you'll show. We can
Slate
cut back.
attempts.
Yeah, so, all
Yeah,
right.
go
So
for it.
go on, go on.
I was gonna take a picture of the ghost and see if it shows up on the
Oh,
camera.
that's perfect. You raise the camera, you press the button for a picture, the flash happens, and when the flash is gone, you can't see him.
Oh
Oh
crap!
shit.
And then
But
Eli,
then when
was
you
it
check
or
your
Elliot?
phone and look for the picture, you see
Is
him
he
still
there?
there.
Oh God.
Yes.
Is he banging on the screen or something?
No, he's just staring shocked in the screen.
Oh. What if I delete the picture?
We cut back to upstairs, Santi.
I,
You're staring at your phone with the pages upon pages
oh
of
my god.
messages from your
That panic.
from the aged home, wondering where you are. Some of the old people who love you also messaging if you're coming in.
Oh
And then
no.
as you flip through enough pages, you get to the last one in last session, and you see it's Flynn. And
Oh,
then that's when it hits you. Flynn! Oh my
oh
god, Flynn,
my.
the car!
Yeah, it just clicks like, do I see him strapped and everything? Is that what I'm seeing, or what am I seeing with Flint?
You just see the last messages you exchanged with your brother.
Oh, okay, so not the okay. So
But now you remember you rushed home to tell Slate, and
oh
then
my god.
Goofy.
Okay, so I'm
This all now comes to mind.
okay. It's just like whiplash. I immediately like ignore all the message. Okay, there's like the multiple tabs are going through Santi right now. Panic because
Mm-hmm.
like the moment you miss a shift, that's just like bad for like the kind of work he does. Like
Mm-hmm.
it'll put you on an IR thing. Second, he immediately calls, like he rings up Flynn, and then he realizes his phone's probably not. Shit, Slate.
Well, it's
Um,
ringing. It's ringing, but not being answered.
I go to Slate. He probably has some techno thing to track IP. We were trying to track the IP or something. I shout like running down the stairs like slide, slide, slide in the
And as
panic.
you see your brother staring at his phone.
Like Slade,
Oh,
Slade, Flynn, accident, too big. But you know, he's panicking because he has a toothbrush in his mouth. I'm gonna make that canon. He's choking on his toothpaste. And he's just telling Slade, please, we were trying to track Flynn. Flynn, car accident. You, God, it's been 2 days. Where the fuck is he? Like you see the full panic on his face while choking on toothpaste
is Sansan yelling?
very loudly.
Oh, as soon as you barge into the room, Slate kind of flails and has to catch his phone, and he looks up at his San and in pure fear is terrified that there's this really loud noises, cause my
Mm-hmm.
ears are still quite sensitive and what do
Yes.
you call that? What's that term?
Hyper
Uh,
focused or
hyper
Hyperfixation
focused.
or is what?
Yeah, and loud noises. Yes,
Yeah. Oh,
and
hypersensitivity. Yeah, you do have that.
yeah. And then it's like all of the words I can catch are probably Flynn, where, and accident.
Like,
And then I,
I
and
can
then,
I
then I
grab
do
him on the
realize.
shoulder and then just turn like, we need to find Flynn now. Hello. I'm like snapping my fingers, not realizing the sensitivity. I'm like, hello, hello. Snap out of it. Get your eyes off the phone. Stop scrolling for a bit. Find Flynn. Find Flynn. Do you understand me right now? Like I'm snapping, like just thinking like
Panic.
he's scrolling, like he's doing the typical Gen Z thing. Snap fingers.
I'm
Oh
not
my
just.
god.
Slate. How do you help find Flynn?
I play for a little bit and be like, "Where's your phone?"
I hand over the phone and then like ignore the messages. Just focus on Flynn. I've been calling. His phone's ringing, but he's not picking up.
Um, 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 try and triangulate the. Uh, Stay here, and then I start looking for. I would like to triangulate the location of last, or like where it's
That'll
ringing towards.
that'll be a hacking roll. So I'll have you roll intelligence and computer. That's a total of 7 dice.
Ooh.
Um, your hacking, your computer specialty is hacking. So any tens, you can roll. You can roll them again for additional successes.
Ooh.
Ooh. Unfortunately, no extra tens.
But you
Oh
got.
my gosh,
One,
I
two,
do not
three,
have the link to
four.
the dice roller. Can someone please share me that link? I
Oh,
forgot to open it.
link. Don't worry. I got you. I got you. I'm here. I'm here.
Okay, thank you. So your dice roll there. I'm loading it now.
Yeah, there's a
As you're
password on the
thinking,
pin. On the pin. If ever. Say again.
yeah, I'm in.
Yay. Okay. Cool.
So I see the roll is a 6, 1, 7, 9, 9, 1. Oh my gosh, two ones.
Oh boy,
Cancels out.
what
Um,
happens?
you were able to triangulate down to the hospital, but sadly not to what room. Good enough for now and rush for it, or try to find more.
Do you tell? Do you tell Sandy, the hospital?
I, I tell you the hospital, and I keep your phone so I can
Oh wait,
triangulate. Or well, I can.
Slate's whispering, right?
No, I
I'm
don't.
like, what? Speak louder. What? What is it? What
Why
is
are
it?
you yelling?
Flynn
Why are
is
you yelling?
injured. It's been 2 days.
Why are you yelling? Why are you yelling?
Just like, God, I just need to find Flynn. Okay, I'm sorry, but we need to find Flynn. And then I make the sign language of like I'm sorry, like rubbing the chest, like letting him know that it's no hard
Yeah.
feelings. Yeah, no hard feelings, no hard feelings. I'm just stressed.
Does it kind of look like you're about to punch him on accident or
No,
something?
no. No, it's a sign like like when the
Oh
going
no, but
gets
it's a fist still. I'm
no.
just kidding. Slade is gonna shove the phone with the location.
Okay,
It's Google Maps
okay.
Mm-hmm.
for your looking
I
apps.
will
It's Google
grab I
Maps.
will grab Slate on the wrist. I'm not leaving him alone here, and I drag him to the hospital with me.
Oh God.
I try to drag.
Okay.
I
And as the
I
two of
managed to
you,
take
yeah.
my phone with me.
Oh, definitely. Not a problem with that. And just for purposes of realizing you have that ability, as you reach for it and it's beyond your reach, your tongue lashes out and grabs it for you. Yeah, so your character is aware
Lamb.
you can use your tongue that way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lamb.
While the two of you journey to the hospital, we cut back to our dear friend Flynn, who is currently strapped on the bed.
Oh my.
The door opens, and as the hospital door opens, a woman quietly walks into the room. She's dressed in very plain pants, a simple coat. It's not a doctor's coat, but it's a very cozy looking coat. It's probably a knitted material. It's hard to tell from your angle. Um, Slightly monotone hues. It's um, gray and a pale peach. Her hair is white and it's neatly cut around her head. A pair of glasses. She looks quite old. For purposes of visualization, you could imagine Dame Judy Dench.
Oh my
Hmm.
god.
And then
And
I
as
will
she walks
say,
in, she knocks on the door. Hello.
mhm,
I hope I'm not bothering you.
she's just gonna see Flynn trying to bite at the sheets to try and
Oh
pull it
no.
out.
Oh no, no, no. Please don't. Please don't. You will just end up hurting yourself.
Ah.
I am Dr. Sylvia Minks. I was told that you were rushed in the hospital a few days ago. Something about a car accident.
He immediately spits the blanket out of his mouth and he's like, "Why am I here? Who are you?" Wait, no, you answered that. Where's Cecily?
If you mean the lovely woman who seems to have some trouble finding her way when alone, then I do believe that she went downstairs to find something to eat.
Okay, okay. Where am I? Why am I here?
She gives you the name of the hospital. I am currently unable to think of a name, but she gives you the name of the hospital, and she offers a gentle smile as she tells you. It seems that after your accident, Miss Cecily was adequately sufficient in contacting for assistance, and you have been brought here 2 days ago. Emergency procedures were done on you to help repair the damage to your spine. But you are currently in recovery, convalescence, I believe the term is, and I am here to check on you regarding some word that we received from the staff. May I sit closer? She motions to nearer to your bed because she's still standing by the door.
Sure. But one question before you do so.
Well, to be
Why
honest,
am I
you've already asked
strapped like a
before.
psychic? Why am I strapped like a psychic ward patient?
Yes, that matter. Well, firstly, it's of course to keep yourself from hurting yourself. The iron bars that are still currently holding your spine together, the less movement, the faster your recovery. We're looking at a recovery of at least 3 to 6 months. It is also for the safety of the staff, two of whom you had um, manhandled, to use the word lightly.
His immediate reaction is shock, not at the fact that she said manhandling two of the staff, but rather at the fact that 3 to 6 months.
I would really like to sit down closer to you. At my age, standing in front of the door is not quite fun.
Okay, yes, please. He immediately like thinks a bit as he looks around the rest of the.
Wonderful. She walks in and you see her, she's holding a small tablet. She gets the
Mhm.
nearby chair and slides it close enough to your bed so that she and you would be looking at each other. But she's not at the foot of the bed, she's still at the side.
Yeah.
And as she puts the chair down, you notice she waits for a moment and then adjusts the chair again. Parang she wants a perfect position. So she readjusts it like 3, 4 times. And then
Mhm.
finally she sits down and mutters to herself, adequate.
You said that I've been here 2 days. Um, do my brothers know?
I was wondering if you had anyone that we should contact. Miss Cecily mentioned that you had siblings, but unfortunately, neither of us were able to access your cell phone. It, I believe, is locked.
Uh, yeah. Yeah, it is. Uh, usually, the others. Uh, if you could just kindly like bring it a bit closer. So,
Perhaps it's best we start with some procedure. She pulls out a small pen. She is about to click it when she stops and stares at it and mutters, right, pencil, digital. And then she opens her tablet and then brings the pen down to the tablet. I just want to make sure that we are in a good place. A few cognitive tests, if you would allow me.
okay.
Um,
He's going to
let's
slightly
start.
whisper to himself, I don't know what cognitive means.
We'll start with the basics. Your name, please.
Flint Cashel.
That's Flynn. Flynn.
Yes.
Hmm. And where does the name Bloody Lord come from?
Oh,
You
Can
find
I?
yourself struggling to remember. I will have you roll.
Uh-huh.
The roll is your remembrance plus intelligence. So that's a
Okay.
total of 2
For
plus 2. So 4
for
dice. Your difficulty is 8.
yay. Yay. Oh wait, whoops. Wait. One. Yay!
You you rolled a 1 and 1 success. No successes, so you actually botch. Your head hurts. You can't seem to recall why the name Bloody Lord sounds familiar. In fact, it's starting to be painful now whenever you try to think back on what happened to you. It hurts to try to think back. Dr. Mink stares at you and sees your facial expression, and starts noting down something on the tablet.
Immediately he's like, wait, what does that have to do with anything?
It seems you are still having some post-traumatic pain-induced memory loss, which is not uncommon for moments of extreme trauma. Being hit by a car does count as extreme trauma. Shall we try a few word associations or perhaps linguistic testing just to see if all your mental faculties are intact?
Okay, I guess.
There are 50 different words in the word arithmetic. Shall you name me a few?
Oh no.
Uh, math.
Math
He
is a good one.
immediately
Math is
said,
a very nice one. Math is a lovely word.
wait, am I supposed to exactly like say words that remind me of arithmetic or say words that are spelled out by the word arithmetic?
We're looking for words that are hidden within the word arithmetic.
Okay.
You have 49 left.
Metric. Wait, why is it 50? This seems a lot.
Metric is another wonderful word. It is a very precise word. It is a word that the world must more use, but unfortunately many prefer non-metric approaches. It is quite disappointing, to be honest. Continue.
Uh, let's see. Rit, rim, matic, them,
Yes,
met,
yes,
hem,
yes. That's wonderful.
uh,
How about the word meat?
What?
oh, yeah, meat.
Meat is in the word
Actu-
arithmetic, isn't it?
yes.
As
Yeah, it
is the
is.
word eat, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. You know, the more
Is
you
the,
say this, the more I'm just getting hungry.
is the word crime in arithmetic?
Uh, it takes like, I guess, yeah, it is.
She smiles. Wonderful. It seems your mental faculties are intact. We can stop with the words for now, Mr. Cashel. Perhaps we can talk more about your situation.
Mm-hmm.
May I? She motions to your phone.
If you could bring it over, please.
She stands up, puts the tablet down, slowly puts down the pen, then walks up to your phone. She reaches for the phone and then she seems to cradle it like a child with her two hands for a moment. And then she looks at you and smiles. Oh, yes. Um, the PIN number.
Yeah. I would like to check on something real quick since last I remember is I got hit with the car while holding that, so I'd like to see if anything looks broken.
Oh, sure. I can hold it up to you, but as you know, your hands are strapped down, so I will have to help you. I hope you're comfortable
Don't
with that.
Yeah, don't worry. I just need to check on something first.
She starts inching towards you. She tries to hold the phone towards your face. And as she's holding it in front of your face, she seems to remember something and suddenly mutters, hate. Hate is a word in arithmetic, isn't it?
It sure is. And then he looks at the screen on his phone. What does he see?
You see the slight cracks from the accident. You see the numerous missed calls from your brother. And then Dr. Minx mutters before we cut to the back to the two.
Mhm.
Threat is a word in arithmetic. We
Very.
cut to your siblings.
What the
Your
fuck?
siblings. How are you journeying to the hospital, dear brothers?
Wait, hold on. The players
I'm
just
being dragged by
the
my
players
collars.
processing the mindfuckery that just happened. Hold on. But but the character,
Arithmetic.
everything, gaggy. Um, as while the player's reeling from the awesome wordplay, the character is hell bent, is like tunnel visioning to get to Flynn in the hospital, trying to get to like because he's in the care industry, like he's very confident to walk up to the nurses and just be like, hi, like he knows the protocols to access one of the patients. He knows it's an immediate like he did the paperwork, so he knows like I am the legal guardian of this motherfucker. Let me get access to Flynn. So if there's a nurse station, he would go there immediately.
But wait, how did you get to the hospital first?
Uh,
Are we walking?
walking in. I mean, assuming is it far?
Neither of you have a car.
Oh well, in my
I
too
can
real
fix
to
that.
IRL, you need a car for my job, so he would have a
I could
beat down
fix
car.
that.
So you dragged Slate with you and drove to the hospital.
Yes, with the
Nice.
usual. I would just say I would just have like a beat down. I don't want to say the Mr. Bean car, but it's like similarly shaped. It's like the
Mm-hmm.
Japanese style cars, the really old off white brands. So just enough to get
So
to places.
as you traverse across town to make your way to the hospital,
Yes.
driving down the roads as um, quickly and safely as you can,
Yeah.
um, the two of you now become keenly aware of the cat that is seated on the dash. Well, not seated, lying on the dashboard.
Um. Oh God. Is can I roll for composure for this one? Cause like he's still like he's so fixated to get somewhere that when he sees the cat, he's just gonna like fuck in the car. Like
Um, no need to roll because there's no immediate threat, but we do assume you come to an abrupt stop.
yep,
Cars behind you blaring their horns angrily as you move to the curb.
yep. I
Oh,
would do a sharp
that's painful.
yes, like yeah,
If
so
not your life,
hi,
I would find it really funny if the cat splatted on the windshield.
Please.
and like I'm just
Slate.
adding more noises to
Sorry, go
Slate.
on.
Just adding more noise to Slate.
Yeah,
I'm
Slade
just
is
wondering
covering
if
his ears and looking out the window.
yes.
Like,
Are you now tearing strips of cloth to stuff into your ears or something?
no, I seem to have my fingers stuck in my ears.
The cat
Uh,
stares at you both, and Cheshire mutters, "Oh, finally you can see me again. Do you realize how difficult it was waiting for you both to calm down?"
Calm. Who's calm?
like it's like fuck, it's like I like and then he kind of mutters under his breath, uh fuck. Wait, I'll just message something to Toby real quick. Like when he's muttering under his
Mhm.
breath, but he kind of like turns to the cat angrily. It's like I'm sorry again to say it. Unaware of the sensitivity, it's like, what do you want? Are you haunting me? Is this because of things? You know,
Easy, easy. The cat actually looks at you and raises one of the paws as if to calm you down. Your brother. It's too loud. You have to start speaking calmer. Oops, I did
Ah,
not mean to
ping.
press that ping.
Who pinged me? Oh,
That was an accidental press. Your brother can't handle too much noise. Calm down.
what? What do you mean?
he's curled up in the
Don't
back.
you remember? Don't you remember anything from the last conversation we all had? Your brother's one of the Slua. Your brother can't handle loud noises. You are a bugan. You can't help but help. And right now, your brother needs help.
Like, okay. So it's just like, in a sense, it's just like, I, I'm pretty sure I didn't take anything. Like he kind of mutters this under his breath, like, shh.
You don't have to whisper either. Cheshire turns to you.
What?
Slate, are you alright?
What? No, what? No. Oh, he just looks at Slade, like, kind of like guilty, and then like, look, we just need to get a Flynn. Why is Flynn like? It's been 2 days. Can you explain why it's been 2 days?
Oh my god. The cat looks at you both. You don't remember.
Remember,
Neither of you remember. This is what happens when you're not near a freehold. Banality keeps wiping out the more recent memories.
English,
Until
English.
until you start accepting more the fact that you aren't who you used to be. You won't embrace those memories as your own. You're changelings, both of you. And you're more than what you used to be now. And until you accept that fully, it'll be hard to hold on to this new reality as truth. You'll always think it's just some sort of weird dream.
What are changelings? You, like, help us jog the memory. You have to understand. I I'm trying to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. Make it make sense. What is
But
changelings?
that's exactly it. It does make sense. And it will only make sense if you allow it to.
uh,
Why does gravity work?
It just
But it does, right?
it like he goes silent and he's just like, is there a way for him to like, is the word changeling familiar to him? Is that something he can look into, like from knowledge database, like from like something he read, maybe a fairy tale, something in the.
Yeah, yeah. Common knowledge of what changelings are acceptable common knowledge. So you remember stories of humans being abducted by the Fae and supposedly replaced with a changeling.
Oh
are
my,
you saying we replaced somebody?
we're not.
No, no, no. That's the fictional version. The cat looks so exasperated with his paws. Oh, if only I could find someone to help. And it's that moment the two of you are startled when someone raps in the car window.
Jesus. Jumps. What are we seeing?
Sidewalk side, a handsome looking man is peering through the window at the two of you. He's
How handsome are we talking about?
he let's
Legolas
make it
pala.
Russell Tovey.
Who?
Um, so think Russell Tovey standing outside the car window, bent over in order to be more visible because he's quite tall. Only he is wearing what looks like chainmail armor. Has this tunic above his on top of his armor that shows the symbol of what looks like a red apple wreathed in leaves.
I look around, like we're parked
Uh,
on the side, right? We're hazard and
uh,
Yep.
everything.
Yep.
I look at the cat.
are they LARPing or something?
The cat glances and mutters, "Oh, finally, one of the nights." The man raps at the window again, and when the two of you glance a second time, this time you realize you could see hints of things on him that show he's more than just a cosplayer, especially since they weren't present earlier. There's a almost cat-like nose, a few whiskers, the hint of fur coming out of his skin. His eyes are definitely cat-like.
Um, since he's on the side, it will be in the passenger side, where
Mm-hmm.
I'm very hesitant to open the window out of Slate's safety. Um, but
Oh,
I would gesture to the back of the car for the guy to go
Mm-hmm.
oh,
in
Slate's
at the
already at
back.
the other side.
It's okay. Motioning to the back of the car. The knight glances at the rear window towards you, Slate.
He's just staring at this guy, trying to make sense of what he's seeing
He
for
shows
this
both
scene to
hands
make
to
sense.
show he's not armed.
Do
And
they
then he
have
seems to be
beams?
motioning at the window. Parang, please bring down the window.
I reach out to Slate like out of like I want my brother safe. Like you, I look at the cat again. Like, is this safe? Like my eyes are just like, is this safe? This like, is this safe? What- Does the cat say anything?
When you say cat, do you mean the guy in armor or do you
The
mean Cheshire?
Cheshire, my
Ah,
cat. I like.
Cheshire looks at you and mutters, "Yes, I went to ask for help from the nearby court.
um Court, like judicial court. There's a judicial court with these changelings.
Oh, why do we have to go through this every single time?" Outside the window, you hear the cat knight mutter, I would like to really speak with both of you, but I feel it's rude to do it through glass or steel or any barrier that may exist between two strangers.
the windows
Strangers,
roll
right.
down.
Felix. I am Felix Southpaw. Duke Felix Southpaw. Although most think I am a knight.
The
I,
window rolls down slightly.
Zzz.
Slate has reached out, but it stops like an inch.
Mhm.
Is this enough space? Or
Um, welcome to the Kingdom of Apples. I've come because your chimera had come to me stating that you were both recently chrysalis. As the Duke of this kingdom, I am here to guide you to your new existence.
Speak English. What the fuck is Crystallis? What is
butterflies?
Chimera? What is
Something
Kingdom of
about butterflies.
Apples?
Um,
Courts.
I would prefer that we have the conversation with me sitting inside. Right now, it just feels wrong.
Oh yeah, get inside. Like I point at the back, like it's open. Like you hear the thunks, like the oh, like it's a '90s car, so it's just a thunk.
He opens the door, and both of you see that, yes, with the door open, it's a full cat knight. His legs do not end with human feet. They end with, from the knee onwards, it's the cat-like legs. Uh,
Tobies.
yes, complete with being.
Tobies.
The
Um,
backseat.
he he has a tail unfurled under out of his armor, which curls around him as he steps into the car, and he actually has to angle a bit to make sure his sword doesn't clatter against the side of the car.
So
Ah, that's much better. Well, it could be better. So, as I said, I am Sir Felix Southpaw, a Duke Felix Southpaw, and I am a knight of the Kingdom of Apples, which is
Wait,
the
what? Like
changeling court that watches over this city.
I raise my hand like to cut him
that
off
why
from
it's
all
called
the
the Great
words
Purple?
that he's saying. It's just like we start from the basics. We're told we're changelings. What is that?
Yes. You are all changelings like myself. You are all people who have a face soul within you, and the fail soul has finally reawakened. Um, I will confess that this is not our first meeting, but it does seem like both of you are struggling to remember.
We've met. You've
He nods.
You've seen me in that. He remembers the form that he saw the last time. Um, he saw me as not this, but something else.
Your name is Mirage, yes?
Rings a bell. Don't know why.
He smiles. Well, you were the bell ringer back in the Court of Apples. You, on the other hand, turns to Slate. If memory serves me right, you've always preferred to use the name Slate. You liked the idea that you were a blank slate that no one knew anything about.
He's just going to get stared at, really. She's like, how does this person know so much about me?
Answering the question almost as if he was reading your mind, but it's really more because he has done this before. Well, it's because this is probably the third time we've done this. The second time was quite some time ago. And the first, he glances at the two of you, was back at the orphanage.
What happened? Why did we forget?
Well, now that's a long story. But before we continue, weren't you supposed to have a third brother?
At that mention, he
Hospital.
goes like, "Flint, fuck!" Like immediately he goes to the wheel and like with the cat still behind, he drives to the hospital. Like immediately, like full gas throttle. Like,
God, it's
Flint.
catnapping. Are we
And as you
catnapping him?
surge on driving, Slate, since you're in the back with Felix,
Oh, he won't.
you can ask a few more.
Oh wait,
I'm
you're
in the
not
back.
shotgun.
I'm not shotgun.
Earlier you moved to the back, right, when you were getting the loud noises.
Oh, I'm so
Yeah.
sorry.
Or did I mishear that?
No, that was right. That was right.
Okay.
I had curled up in the back.
I'm so sorry, Slade. I didn't know about your hypersensitivity.
Any last few questions you want to ask
Oh.
Felix, Slate, before I jump back to Flynn?
Uh, ghosts. I can see ghosts.
Yes, Slua have the ability to see the dead, just as we Puku have the ability to turn to majestic creatures.
But what do I do?
You are a Buggen. You are a slave race. You hear suddenly the cat on the dashboard. Stop lying! That's what the Puku do best. They always lie. They can't help it. Felix raises both paws and mutters, well, Bogans are also happy and helpful. But I'd like to think they used to be a slave race back when that man used to create chocolate.
Right. Chocolate?
Willy Wonka?
Asher stares at the two of you and shakes its head. Don't believe everything the Puku says. They can't help it. They can't tell the truth. It hurts them to do so. Felix looks at the cat and mutters, listen, dog. I'm just trying to help.
So the king. So whatever he just said, it's all a lie.
No,
So
it's
we
not
are
all
not
a lie.
fairies?
It's just not always all not a lie.
It's brain hurty. It's just like focus on the road, focus on the get to Flynn. My brain's hurting. It's like you seem like absently look for something, like he's reaching for something, but he can't seem to find it. Like, and he just presses the
yeah.
bridge of his nose, like as if like he's nursing a migraine. And is just reaching for something, but he can't find it.
Slate, any last question before I jump to Flynn?
Ghosts and cameras? Is that
No,
like a myth?
I don't think cameras work on ghosts. But the thing about changelings is that since we're all from another planet, and the cat groans at that statement, maybe there are things you as a Slua can see in photos which the rest of us can't because you're a Slua.
Huh.
Does that make sense?
Yes, but it doesn't answer what I'm looking. That's not the answer I'm looking for. And then he
Yes, I
brings
think
out
it
his
wasn't the
phone.
answer I wanted to give either. Felix smiles.
He just gives you a blank stare. It's like, a sort of deadpan look.
In
And he
hurry.
shows the
But
picture of. He shows the picture of Elliot. Was it Elliot?
you show the camera picture. Felix stares and smiles. Ah! Yes, wonderful. A cell phone.
Uh. Then I look at the cat. It's like, okay, I think it's easier to talk to you. I think it'll be easier
Like
to get information from you.
the cat
How do
looks
I
at
get
you
him
and
out of the
admits,
picture?
the thing about Puku is you'll just have to try to understand when they're lying or embellishing and when they're not.
I think we need to spend more time together.
The cat leaps to you and checks the phone and looks at it. What is it? What's wrong with your phone?
It, this picture. It's the ghost in her basement.
Glances. I don't see no ghost.
What? Then I looked at it. Is it still there?
You stare and you still see the ghost. The same
Oh
reaction when you
shit.
took the picture.
Oh.
Felix mutters to you, maybe it's just a picture. Or maybe you've stolen his soul and now you forever control him. Felix smiles.
What? Can that work? Please, can I not do this? Can I get? Oh my god! I just met the guy. He's panicking.
Cheshire looks at Felix. You're you're terrible. And Felix just mutters, and you're an ugly dog.
He's the best cat. I remembered you at least a bit.
God damn.
We cut back to Flynn.
Oh shit.
She's holding the phone, and as she holds the phone, she asks you, Threat. Threat is a word in arithmetic, isn't it?
Yeah. I thought we said we put aside the words. Anyways, I immediately, as soon as he looks at his phone, he immediately says like, okay, considering myself that I use I use an Android phone. He's immediately gonna say, "Okay, Google, call Slate," and the phone
The
responds.
the phone lights up, and as the phone lights up, you see the name appears, calling Slate. It's trying to connect. And while it's trying to connect with her holding the phone in front of you, he starts asking you, would you like to explain the reports you were babbling, something about having bitten off a man's arm?
He tries to remember.
It hurts. It hurts
Yeah,
to remember. Do you want to
yeah,
force it?
yeah. Sure, I want to force it.
Please roll your willpower rating.
Okay, wait, fuck, what's my willpower?
Your
5.
current willpower is 5.
Right, so I roll 5 defense. Right.
Yes.
Hey, wait, I need to reroll another one, right?
Just add one more.
Okay. Oh, okay.
You are struggling to remember. You start to see glimpses. You remember standing. You remember feeling like this massive brute. You see the guy in utter terror. You remember opening your mouth. And while you're remembering all this, oh dear. Here. She reaches into her pocket and pulls out a handkerchief. You're bleeding.
I'm what now?
You look down and you realize there's droplets of blood crawling down your nostril, hitting your chest and the bed sheets. You really shouldn't strain yourself. That's not healthy for you. Please mark 1 bruised health level damage.
Okay. Who's
You have to understand it is not uncommon to have outlandish misunderstandings and misremembered memories when one has gone through trauma. It is the body's attempt to manage the adult mind. Human beings in general, are mostly water, and in a intense impact, the brain rattles about in this container of water. Have you ever shook a bottle of water?
I mean, yeah, whenever I'm not doing anything.
Have you noticed how it takes some time for the water to settle after shaking it?
Yeah,
That, my dear, is you.
I mean, he blanks out for a moment, like really driving home the fact that he's definitely been shook around. But then he's like, "Wait, no, you're the one that asked me to remember."
Oh, did I? She
Yes,
offers the Judy Dench smile.
you're the one asking me if I remember the thing, so I'm trying to remember. Now look at me, as he says with the nose bleeding.
And as you mutter that, quick cut, Denma, your character hears your phone ringing,
Ring.
and as you glance,
Oh,
it's your brother's name, Flynn.
Oh, this is I'm seeing Slate's phone.
it's phone he called.
Sorry, did Flynn call Slate
Yeah, it's
or
Slate. Yeah, he
Santi?
called
Slate.
it.
Oh,
Yeah, I called
Yeah,
Slate.
Santi. Sorry, my mistake. My mistake. Santi. Santi, you hear a phone ringing, and Slate, you realize your phone has Flynn's name appearing.
Hit open. Hit accept call.
You hear Felix, of course, as you hold your phone up. Ah, the most beloved brother.
Huh? In a whisper.
I go, Flynn. Where the
Joint scene of all
yeah,
characters.
the loudest, like you can hear,
No.
the concern, the frustration, the anger, all condensed in this really strong. Flynn, where the fuck are you?
Immediately, as soon as he hears Santi's voice first, he's like, "This is why I called Slate. Damn it!"
And you
I'm
hear,
here.
maybe I should shift it to speaker in order for you to hear it better.
Like
Yes,
we're
thank you.
we're both on our way. We're driving there. It's been 2 days. What the actual? I should have been there on the night. How did you get there? Are you okay? Have you been patched up? Like,
Hey, Flynn, it's Felix. Do you remember me?
Then like, wait, does that actually come through on the cell phone?
oh my god.
Yes, you hear the voices. You hear all of them.
Okay, immediately
People.
upon hearing that, Flynn's like, "Oh yeah, you owe me $20." It's like,
Felix
no,
looks at
no,
you
I don't
straight.
know who you are. Who the fuck's Felix? When? But now I'm the one asking questions.
like it says, are you okay?
I'm strapped down into a bed and my nose is bleeding. What else do you want?
Why is
Um,
everyone yelling?
Hospital bills, are they covered? Is there a doctor there? Could tell me the diagnosis, the extent of your injuries.
I mean, yeah, there's a doctor here. They were just kind of checking on me.
Doc,
He nods.
Doc.
Yes. I am here, Dr. Minx.
Like, Felix, Minx. I'm like, oh god, is this like one of the Are you part of the Kingdom of Apples?
Oh.
The what?
The doctor looks at you, Flynn, and her eyebrows raise. She finds it fascinating. By what do you mean the Kingdom of Apples?
Apples,
I
bananas,
promise you that
pears.
my family has no
Look,
history of dementia. Please do not think of
like,
my brother badly.
no. I was like, shut the fuck up, Flint. No, Doc. Like, Changeling. Are you a Changeling? Sorry, I just have to standard questions. It's been a lot.
Car! Felix calls out, car!
I look. Is there a car?
Santi, you look up and it's an empty street.
Damn it.
That's
Is it
kind of funny, to be honest.
Jesus?
Felix grabs the phone from your hand slate and presses the mute button and looks at all of you. Uh, you see his face is contorting as he mutters, "We can't tell her about the Kingdom of Apples if she's one of the mortals."
How do we know she's mortal?
Hands the phone
Wait,
back to
wait.
you, Slate.
If it's a lie, if it's a lie, not mortal.
Eh,
We can't tell about the kingdom. I don't even know what the.
No, I. Cheshire looks at Felix. No, he's in pain. I think he's telling the truth. We can't reveal our nature to mortals. The Queen won't like it. Oh God, I hate this. More cars!
I guess. I go.
Keep driving, keep driving.
I unmute. It says, "Sorry, Doc. It's been a rough night. I haven't seen my brother in a while.
Oh, that's perfectly understandable. Your brother has not been quite the congenial hospital guest as well, but that's understandable given the trauma he's been in.
yes,
Are you on your way?
yes. I'm the legal guardian, registered in the national registry. I just go through the protocols of listing that I am the legal guardian. Um, we're all technically considered wards of the state. We don't have parental guardians, but I'm considered I'm a legal guardian, and
Oh, that's lovely. That would make you Santiago Castiel, isn't it?
yes, I'm assuming you have my number on the emergency contacts. I just want to know how much is the hospital bill? What's the diagnosis of my brother? What's the extent of his injuries, recoveries, um, therapy?
I'm I'm sorry. I may have been mistaken, but you are not the emergency contact.
Pause,
She glances at Flynn.
and then like looks like he goes like, right, the things I do for these two, and I'm still like, right, right, right. Um, you listed
Who's his
Slate.
contact?
You listed.
Hospitals in view.
Alright, can you tell us?
Flynn,
Can we go through the? Can we know the room numbers so that we can get things sorted? So I know how to help my brother in this situation. Proper therapy.
It should be quite easy to find. It's room number 123.
Okay. Oh, is there okay? Just between Sandy and Flynn, like despite their differences,
Mm-hmm.
there would be a certain code between them to know if um kind of like when there's like a bad kid coming in the orphanage, or like there's a bully coming, they kind of have this like language, this like spoken language that this is bad, this is like bad news. I go Flynn as like a knowing tone of, is this bad, is this a bad area, is this bad news, and you can give whatever code it is. So I'm just like, Flynn.
Sandy. And then,
It's
sorry, nawala ako sa context. I was
No,
like,
no, okay,
which guy are you talking about, like, which is bad
no,
news?
they have like this weird code. So again, we'll just put it as
No, I understand that part, pero, no, my question is, which part are you asking is bad news? Do you mean
like
the doctor, the hospital, or the diagnosis?
no, and
Or
like
the accident.
no, I mean like walking, because they're about to walk in, because like the hospital's in this like he's signaling that he's about to go in. Like, all right, we're going in to try to get the therapies and stuff, and then goes, Flynn. Like he's signaling that he's going in to Flynn. Like it's all in speaker. Like, yeah, we're about to go in so that we can talk over the therapies and stuff. Flynn.
Sandy? I'm still confused on like which part he's supposed to signal.
No,
That's fine. No, we can keep that in as
Yeah.
a player,
and then
as a character moment.
yeah.
Flynn isn't answering, and you're worried now that he's not giving back the code. So you don't know if he's unsure or if he's not mentally there to
Okay.
focus.
It's like, ah, shit. Um. Uh.
I presume you're parking the car now.
Yeah, I'm parking it. I just like. God, he probably forgot the code. It goes juice box or Tetra Pak.
Juice box.
Oh no, no, no! I highly recommend that he sticks to to plain water. Nothing with sugars or any of those
Okay.
chemicals.
Juice box means bad. Tetra Pak is fine. So, are you saying juice box is like bad? Are you saying the area is bad?
No, he's saying juice box because that's what he
He
would call
wants
it, which means it would be normal.
Okay, so God damn it. Right.
phone call ends. You're not certain, Santi, if the code came in through properly. Um, the car right now is parked. Slate, you step out, and Felix steps out alongside you. Cheshire follows as well. Slate, Felix turns to you, Slate, and mutters, "Oh, hospitals. I always loved hospitals." Felix
Me,
smiles at you.
me too. And he also looks like, oh god, I really don't like this place.
Um.
Changelings love hospitals because, hospitals are like perfectly safe places for changelings.
Oh my God. Is there a
Oh.
way? Okay, I don't know. I. Is there a way for me to use Soothsay right now? Uh.
You're standing by the side of the car when you start to remember fragments of the last 2 days. This is now a GM declaration for the players because
Okay.
this is just a 6 episode session. Um, you both know how to use your powers. It
Okay.
is your prerogative to role play struggling to remember them, but you can use your powers. Just make sure you just add a little bit of fluff on how
Yeah.
I struggle to remember, then I remember I can do this and I do this.
Okay.
Just so that narratively it feels cool.
Okay.
Which brings me, Denma, to if you are using Suitsei,
Yeah.
system questions. Question number one: what is your realm?
My realm. Oh wait, hold on. Let me show people the cool
What?
character
Yeah.
sheets.
What are you targeting with your Suitsei?
I think it's the general scene. Excuse me. Sorry.
Scene is a modifier, so it can't be the sole realm in use. Scene basically allows you to target multiple things.
Yeah. Um.
Um,
So
so
I,
if you want to read, for example, what's happening to your brother, then that would be
yeah.
Faye.
I think it's
If
more
you
of,
wanted to read,
yeah.
yeah.
Cause like he's always having like as a somebody like an older brother, like he always thinks of the worst scenario. So it's like he's
Mhm.
trying to listen to his gut feeling if this place is bad news for his siblings in general. Like, is this gonna separate them? Is this gonna cause them harm? So he kind of just wants to get like a gut feel, like I guess like a woe or wheel kind of feeling, like if it's a good or bad, like just like a gut, like if it's a sick to the stomach, or it's like it's just the nerves. We can. This is fine.
Mhm.
This is procedural. Uh,
Then you could use Faye to target all of you Faye.
okay. All right.
With Scene, that way it's targeting more than one Faye.
Okay.
And then you'll use Suitsei in order to
Okay.
make it happen.
All right.
Before you roll,
All right.
so that's one die for Suitsei, that's two dice for Faye. Your standard difficulty is the location. In this case, that's 8. Um, but then, since you are using a modifier realm, that bumps up the difficulty by 1. So it's now difficulty 9, which is a very hard roll.
Okay. All right.
Now, before you roll, um, because this is Changeling, you can do a bunk to bring down the difficulty. How do you describe doing the Suitsei act in a ritualistic spellcasting creative manner? The
He.
more intricate and the more thematic, the better the modifier.
Okay. Since they're getting out of the car, he would kind of like put his hands on like, the side of the car, like he's leaning
Mm-hmm.
onto it, and then he
Mm-hmm.
looks up and sees his reflection on the car window, and
Okay.
then like he's kind of looking at himself, and it'd be like, cause like he's unsure, for a moment he's unsure of himself, like what am I doing? I'm not in a position of like like who am I kidding? Like I'm dealing with a doctor. Like there would be a certain moment of feeling small, like a bogan.
Mm-hmm.
like but then he realizes, no, I have a responsibility to make sure that Flynn's okay. And then like he would remember memories in the orphanage where he always like followed his gut feeling to like step into situations to help Flynn, to help
Okay.
Slade.
For that, I'll give you a 2 point reduction to difficulty. That's a level 2 bunk, in other words. So that's your difficulty now from 9 becomes 7. I'll allow you to bring it down one more if you take time.
I
Meaning
I would
you tell the others to wait and you do this for almost a minute.
okay. I would actually say like wait. Let's not go in just yet. I
And
need
then
I
you
like
start.
I go like I need a minute. Like literally like breathing exercises.
Okay.
While you have your minute.
Yes. While
How many dice
Santi's
is that?
having the minute, what do you do, Slim?
How many dice is that? Sorry.
Would like
That's one die for Suitsei and two dice for Fei. So that's three dice only. Your difficulty, however, will be six. Okay. We'll get back to
uh
you, Santi. Slate, you were saying?
would he would like to look up this doctor. This
Cell phone?
doctor, yes, with my phone. Not
Okay.
Santi, it's my own phone.
No need
Sylvia
to roll.
Minx.
Yeah, no need to roll. You're searching the name, you see a flood of references. Um, Sylvia Minx is a known what's this? Is an official, a known, and a licensed doctor. Um, they have been um, handling numerous things. Former neurosurgeon, and then flipped to psychology and psychiatry. Um, Worked in a number of asylums and in the past, in the younger years. A multifaceted doctor, lots of honors, lots of pedigree, lots of accomplishments.
I
You're
would like
actually
to.
more surprised that this doctor of this level is suddenly caring for your brother.
That's very suspicious.
Sussy.
I would like to also try and figure out like the you said they worked with like asylums, yes,
Mm-hmm.
or something like that. I would like to figure out if the patients they've worked with, what are they like? What did they have sort of in common? What
Uh,
interests this doctor to pick up a case?
no need to roll. This is again easy to find information. Easy to find information. Excuse me, especially for the hacker. A lot of the cases, Sylvia went through numerous cases, different types of patients, but then seemed to have a greater interest in incarceration induced depression or identification syndrome cases. People who were having dissociate believing they were someone else, confusing themselves with having other memories. Very changeling sounding stuff.
Does sound like that. Hey Cheshire, take a look at this. Seems like the
Cheshire
doc.
glances at the screen and looks at the picture. I don't like her. She just makes me feel wrong.
Heebie-jeebies.
Cheshire nods and you hear Felix. I think she's pretty. You do know what I mean. Felix is looking at you.
Uh, um, Slate smiles and he's like, "Yeah, sure, very your type."
It's 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 always better when people start to understand how it's best to communicate with a duke such as myself.
So is he really a duke? I'm looking at Cheshire about this.
Cheshire sticks its tongue out. Parang bleh. And of course, Santiago, with the minute passing, you see the images forming. You're staring at the droplets of water on the windshield. You're staring at your reflection, and one of the droplets seems to grow like an ocean. In the swirling waters, you see your brother Flynn floating in the water, reaching up, trying to get to the shore. Then you see the water break, the fin of a great white shark circling around him. Only the shark, as it rises through the water, seems to have spectacles.
Are they cat eye spectacles?
You're staring at the spectacles, and yes, they make you think of a cat. We cut back to inside as we're down to our last 8 minutes. Flynn.
Yes.
Well, it seems your family is on the way. Isn't that wonderful?
Well, yeah, that's good.
Family is very important. Family is the foundation of any well nurtured, balanced individual. Without family, without parents, people tend to go astray. One never
Flynn
likes
narrows his
things
eyes.
that go astray. Stray dogs, stray animals. Someone has to be there to make sure these strays know where to go, where they belong. Don't you think so, Mr. Flynn?
Mm, he pauses on that and is like, I think most things that if you let them be, as long as you leave them be, without being bothered too much, would do well on their own.
You hear a knock on the door. Expectantly, you're hoping to see your brothers, but the door opens and no, it is Cecily.
Equally great! Yay!
And as she comes in, Dr. Minks, oh, Cecily, you're back. Have you found something to eat? And you hear Cecily, yes, mother.
He immediately his eyes open wide and like, uh...
Are you
Flynn
alright,
is
Flynn?
left a bit like just awestruck and also dumbfounded.
I got you a chocolate bar. Cecily reaches her pocket for the chocolate bar, but oh no. Dr. Minks comes up. The problem with my daughter is she always thinks sweets is the best way to solve anything. But mother, no.
Oh shit!
Your friend is in dire need of recovery. And the last thing we need for him to have is sugar. Sugar is the bringer of death in any equilibrium.
Ang inasin ano to? Puta.
Uh, he he immediately looks at Cecily's reaction, and then now he's a bit it's like as if he wants to actually break free a bit more now as he tries to struggle back again.
Does he have to be tied down, mother? Well, it's all really for his own good. Trust me, he'll be fine, mother. Oh, daughter, the mistakes you will always live up to. Cecily reaches around. Stop squirming. Let me undo it. And she starts working the bonds out of your arms.
As soon as like he gets free, he's going to sit up a bit better, and then he's
You
going
cannot.
to, of course.
Sorry,
Oh, wait,
you cannot. You have the iron things on your spine, remember?
All right. Shit.
Irons.
Cecily
Iron.
holds you gently and tells you, "Is that better? I'm sorry, I had to call my mother. You you were saying the weirdest things after the accident."
He he immediately looks at her and is like, "Yeah, I mean, I would probably say a lot of weird things, especially if I get hit by a car."
So that was a car. Cecily looks at you. Well, looks your way because we've established, right? Cecily cannot see.
Right. Yeah. And then it's like, I mean, yeah. I mean, it felt like a truck, but I hope it wasn't a truck. Really, I didn't get a good look at the car, but it was definitely a vehicle.
Cecily reaches for your hand to hold it tight. Well, my mother's a she's one of the people in charge of this hospital. She's covering for all the expenses, so you don't have to worry. You were just saying the weirdest things, Flynn. You were saying you were the lord of something.
He he as soon as like she says that, he tries remembering a bit harder.
You remember? You can automatically remember if you want. I'll just dock you a health level.
Oh shit.
Right. No, I already took one help.
Hard to remember. Hard to remember.
It's like
and and since we're closing the session in 3 minutes, we cut to outside. Felix is walking with the rest of you as Felix mutters, I really don't feel that this is a nice place to have a party, if you know what I mean. Maybe a feast, but not a party.
Just to make sure, like the vision that he got from the soothsay, um, the it's generally like Flynn's in trouble. Can I interpret that as
Yes.
Flynn's in deep
Yes.
shit?
Flynn's being circled towards danger.
Um, shit. Ooh.
But if we're going to get your brother out, we better do so soon. I'm not sure how we'll deal with the hospital records, but if he's injured, you hear Felix, I may know a friend who can deal with his wounds fast enough to get him out of here.
Okay. Um, he, like, Sandy looks at Slate and be like, looks
I
at
think he's crazy.
no, like, the can I? Did he see the shark as well, or is just me? Like that
No.
just
You're
just
the
you?
only one who saw the vision.
Okay, so I'd be like, Slade, we need to deal with the shark.
Sorry?
Yeah.
Sorry? Is that a
Sure.
code word that I don't know about?
And given the vision,
Some kind of
given
code
the
word.
vision, it's a given the vision, it's a guy in the water and a shark circling. So you need to deal with this now.
Okay. We're told of the room, right?
Yep.
One, two, three.
1, 2, 3.
And I it just tells it. Remember the thing that me and Flynn did one time to deal with one of the kids that was bullying you?
Billy? Is it Billy? Or
Remember
which
that
one?
thing we did? Where you're gonna have to take Flynn's spot for this one. Do you
This-
remember? So
Can
like
I remember this?
um
It's up to you.
uh I mean because I would just say like in the orphanage, like 'cause I know you had a backstory where you were bullied a lot, and then your two brothers would always come to save you, and we basically did JoJo beat up to the bully. So basically, Santi's telling you we're gonna have to beat up a shark, like we're gonna have to use violence.
Oh!
Yes.
We need to get him out of here. They think he's. Yeah, yeah, let's do that.
Okay. All right. You take
Well,
Flynn's. Okay. Take Flynn's spot, and then like I just like take an inhale, open my eyes.
I take your arm and I show you the credentials of this doctor, and they think he's crazy. If this is the doctor
I'm
they give him,
I'm ready to help, Your Highness. Felix tells you both.
Can
You know, I
you?
think the funny
Can
part
you?
that I'm curious about is what people think of Felix.
I would go to Felix and say, "Is there a way for you to turn off all the lights when we get in the room?" And we're just gonna
Yeah.
like the goal is you're gonna take Flynn's spot. All right. Lights are off.
like
We grab
literally.
Flynn after we take down the shark. Okay.
Felix nods, and Kesher leaps onto your shoulders. For Flynn, let's do this.
Yep. I don't know if we're allowed to be dramatic, but I'm gonna be like, takes an inhale, opens like I would the moment the lights turn, off, I would kick the door open and just start. Like, I would just basically kick the door open into 1, 2, 3 if that's possible. Or are we still in the
Um,
down, or in the down area?
um,
Can I name
Eh,
something?
Oh wait, sorry.
I
How
won't
sure.
how
know.
how
That would
far
be a
are we?
great idea.
Wait, go.
It's all right. We'll assume you're outside the door right now of the 1, 2, 3 room. What were you hoping to name, Slate?
I was trying to figure out what was in my pockets right now. Do I have like a piece of paper or something?
Sure. What do you want to do with a piece of paper in your pocket?
I'm trying to figure that out.
And
Yes.
and just so you all know, we are about to close today's session. So
I want to call it flashbang.
you get a piece of paper with naming. You whisper to it that it's going to be flashbang. Um, because we're ending the session for this session, spend 1 glamour. We see the paper sort of tie into its sides, and with it ready in your hands, Felix clasps his hands together, presses it against the wall, and seems to be whispering to it, and the lights suddenly go out in the entire floor in the hospital. You kick the door open, Santi. And as the door swings open, Flynn, you see your brothers rushing into the room from what seems to be a darkened corridor. Somehow, the lights never died in the room. And as you rush in, Slate, your
I'm
flashbang
throwing the
is hurled into
flashbang.
the room. You see the paper fluttering airborne, and then it unfurls into a piece of paper.
Oh dear.
This, this is my.
Felix
Oh my god.
Felix is standing outside in the corridor holding the wall, and as he turns to look at all of you, Flynn, you see the man in armor with the cat-like face. The armor seems to dissolve away like dust.
This might connect to to whatever's in front of me.
The door has kicked open, and as
Okay.
the two of you rush into the room with the cat on your shoulder in order to grab your brother, the lights never went out in the room.
Oh
The
shit.
flashbang never happens, and to close today's session, Flynn, you see a cat on Santi's shoulder, and it disintegrates into ash.
Oh my god, no! No, not my
And as the
cat!
two of you are standing in the room confused, parang, wait, what happened? Where's the flashbang? Why's the lights on? The doctor turns and looks, oh, lovely. The Cashel family all together again. Boy, have I missed you all. And she smiles.
No!
Again?
No! Oh my god! No, not
Can I
this
insight check?
cliffhanger!
Can I history insight check? Who is this lady?
Find out in the next
Find out next time.
I,
Yes,
I
unfortunately,
tried
we
this.
will find out in the next episode.
I tried this, so I started blasting. Yes, I tried that, chat. I tried. I love the creepy weirdness of this campaign. Yes, that is all the lovely
Welcome to
you
the
know,
darkness.
the curation of a lovely storyteller for tonight, Toby. Thank you for this short and sweet session too. There's so much, like, I would say it feels like like a short anime episode where it's like a breakneck pace, and it's just like
Mm-hmm.
so much stuff happening. Like the pilot episode is slow. It like sets up a lot of things, and then episode 2 is just like bam 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 action. This thing happens, this thing happens, this thing happens. It's great. I'm happy for this. Thank you. This is awesome. Very awesome sauce. Okay, since we're ending the session now.
Yeah, I apologize to the listeners that I have to leave early. I have something at 10:30. But thank you so much for listening also. And yes, I'm very eager to see the story unfold more. I
Oh
hope
my
everyone's enjoying.
god. I'm like,
This is
I
just
want
this is the GM
more
check.
so badly.
GM check, no bleed, everyone okay, no
yes,
one overly
I
Yes.
will
intense.
apologize though like in terms of like my excitedness, because my brain would jump from one scene to another, not realizing I'm learning how to be a player. I'm learning to try to stick to a scene. So thanks for reeling me back in every now and then to help It's like,
Mm-hmm.
oh no, you're in the stage. Just stay in the stage. So just
Yeah,
stay in
and
there.
I'll also make sure I check on other players and make sure everyone has a moment. So um, that's my job as GM. But
Yeah.
I hope you all enjoyed the story. I know
Yes.
it's getting on the weirder end now as we reveal Dr. Minx is the mother of Cecilia.
Oh, what the fuck
So she's
was this
Cecilia
planned? Was
Minx.
this planned? Looks at Sin. Was this planned? Are you planning more shit to pull in this campaign? Huh? Sin, this is
No, no. He's just as lost this time, I promise.
okay.
He
Okay.
was
All
so
right.
lost as soon as she came in and went, Mom.
Okay. We're gonna raid out real quick. I'm just gonna raid out to.
Mm-hmm.
Um. I think.
Damien is
Oh no, the Andrew Tops, my friend. I believe they are um doing Resident Evil Village. So it's they're doing Horror Tuesday. Let's do that. Perfect for the. I left this all to Toby. Okay, at the mercy of Toby's, lovely curation. Thank you again, Toby. I love the fact that despite the schedules and the hiccups with tech and the banality that bleeds into the real world, we still managed to do this campaign. I was really happy we got to do this. Like I'm looking forward to the next session, the next 2 weeks. If you guys want to catch the next session of the house that no one built, tune in to every other Thursday. You can catch us here on this lovely stream. We're just gonna raid out to any. I guess we're gonna. I don't know what to call the raid out message. My brain's like, what do we call this? They're just
Yeah.
they're just gonna.
I'll have to jump ahead, so I'll
Yeah,
just give one last message and I'll go. But you can do your wrap up.
yeah, sure.
Take your time with your wrap up. My last thing is, so think of all the other 50 different words in the word arithmetic,
Oh
and one
my
of them
god.
is time.
Oh my
Wait, are you
god.
spelling it like time, like the seasoning, or
Time. It's in arithmetic, right? So
Alright.
is
it is?
timer.
Oh yeah, that's true. Oh, I will just say Rip Cato. We'll just do that. Rip
Oh
Cato.
god, the cat.
Yeah, we'll just say Rip.
Thank you for the game. I'll catch you all in 2 weeks. I'm sorry, I really have to jump off real quick.
Oh, all good,
Bye.
all good.
See you.
Alright, we're raiding
Oh,
out.
welcome back.
Alright, we're gonna raid out in a bit. Okay. 2, 1. We raided out to Andy.
My Discord died.
Oh no.
It did.
Okay,
Yeah.
we raided out. We raided out. We're good. We're good.
Plan anything.
Hold on.
I did not plan anything with Toby. That was all Toby.
Oh my god. But
Yeah, the shock in your voice was just hilarious.
Okay, I'm gonna stop stream. Bye.